Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, your go-to destination for in-depth car reviews with no fluff, just the details that matter. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Today, we've got something special. We're diving deep into the all-new 2026 Honda Prelude, a name that carries decades of heritage. Now reborn for a new generation, Honda's taken a bold step by reintroducing this legendary nameplate, and we've got a lot to talk about. Exterior. Right from the start, the Prelude commands attention. The front end is a mix of athleticism and elegance. Honda has gone with a clean, modern design language that leans into its coupe DNA. The headlights are ultra-slim LED units, sharply contoured to stretch across the front fascia like blades. The grille is relatively narrow but aggressive, finished in gloss black with a honeycomb pattern that's subtly integrated rather than screaming for attention. It doesn't try too hard, and that's what makes it work. The lower rear dam is wide, adding a performance edge without being too exaggerated, and there's just enough sculpting around the hood to suggest motion even when parked. From the side profile, this car really shines as a true coupe. The roofline is smooth and uninterrupted, flowing into the rear deck with a graceful slope. Honda nailed the proportions here. It sits low and wide with short overhangs, giving it a balanced, purposeful stance. The character line runs cleanly from the front fender through to the taillights, adding visual length without clutter. Frameless doors give it a premium feel, and flush door handles keep the surface tidy. Standard 19-inch alloy wheels fill the arches perfectly, but the optional 20s on the Sport Touring trim we tested look even more planted and aggressive. At the rear, the 2026 Prelude looks modern but with a touch of retro inspiration. The LED taillight bar stretches across the full width of the rear, subtly paying homage to earlier Prelude generations. There's a sporty, integrated lip spoiler that adds downforce without looking like an afterthought. The rear bumper is clean, featuring a diffuser-like insert and dual exhaust outlets. Alone as finished in brushed stainless steel. It's aggressive, but not shouty. This car walks a fine line between sporty and sophisticated, and it nails that balance. Interior. Inside, Honda has crafted a cockpit that blends modern tech with driver-centric design. First off, it feels more premium than you might expect in this segment. Soft-touch materials dominate the dash and door panels, with contrast stitching adding a touch of flair. The seats are heavily bolstered yet comfortable, wrapped in a leather and suede combo that's both grippy and upscale. The driving position is spot on hollow, with great visibility and a well-angled steering wheel. Honda has equipped the Prelude with a fully digital 11.3-inch instrument cluster that's sharp and easy to read. It's customizable, letting you switch between traditional gauges, performance layouts, or minimalist views. In the center, a 12.3-inch infotainment display sits cleanly on the DOS, not tacked on, but integrated. The UI is snappy, and yes, it finally supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's also a new voice assistant and built-in Google Apps, depending on the trim. The center console houses physical buttons for climate control, so thankfully Honda hasn't ditched tactile feedback here. There's also a drive mode selector, electronic parking brake, and a clever wireless charging pad that securely holds your phone even during spirited driving. Rear seat space, as you'd expect in a coupe, is limited but usable for shorter trips or kids. Trunk space comes in at a respectable 11.5 cubic feet, and the rear seats fold down for extra utility. Now, performance. Honda is offering two main powertrains for the 2026 Prelude. The standard setup is a 2.0-liter naturally aspirated four-cylinder hybrid, borrowed and tuned from the Accord, producing 204 horsepower and 247 pounds-feet of torque. It's paired with Honda's dual-motor hybrid system, which means smooth, responsive power delivery and excellent efficiency. But if you're after more punch, the top-end Sport Touring trim offers a 2.0-liter turbocharged hybrid setup that pushes closer to 300 horsepower. Acceleration is brisk, especially with the turbo hybrid. 0 to 60 comes in around 5.5 seconds, and thanks to the instant torque from the electric motor, throttle response is immediate. The car uses a CVT in the base trim and a 6-speed dual-clutch transmission in the Sport Touring, giving you that snappy, engaging shift feel we all crave. Steering is sharp, with a variable ratio rack that tightens up as you push harder. Suspension-wise, it's firm but composed, thanks to Honda's adaptive damping system. Whether you're cruising on the highway or carving through corners, the Prelude stays flat, controlled, and connected to the road. Braking is equally solid, with ventilated discs all around and strong pedal feel. Honda's also included regenerative braking for the hybrid system, and you can adjust the levels via paddles on the steering wheel. Is super helpful in stop-and-go traffic or when you want that extra bit of efficiency. Speaking of which, fuel economy is impressive. Expect around 42 miles per gallon combined for the base hybrid and just under 35 for the turbo variant. That's seriously good for a sporty coupe. Now let's talk pricing. Honda is positioning the Prelude competitively. The base hybrid starts at around $33,000, which undercuts some of its main rivals like the Toyota GR86 and even the Subaru BRZ, especially when you factor in the tech and hybrid efficiency. The Sport Touring trim, with all the bells and whistles, is a turbo powertrain, adaptive suspension, premium audio, heads-up display, and a panoramic glass roof, lands just under $40,000. That's a seriously strong value proposition for a coupe that blends performance, tech, and economy so well. Safety features are also top-notch. You get the full Honda sensing suite as standard: adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross-traffic alert. The car even includes a driver attention monitor and a new low-speed traffic jam assist function, making commutes and long trips more relaxing. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Honda Prelude is more than just a nostalgic nameplate revival. It's a genuine return to form for Honda, a brand that built its reputation on sporty, affordable, well-engineered cars. The Prelude delivers on every front. It looks sharp, drives confidently, offers great tech, and doesn't destroy your wallet at the pump or the dealership. Whether you're a longtime Honda fan or someone just looking for a stylish, fun-to-drive hybrid coupe, this car deserves a spot on your test drive list. That's it for today's review. If you enjoyed this step dive on the 2026 Honda Prelude, smash that like button, drop a comment below, let me know your favorite feature or what you wish Honda had done differently, and of course, subscribe to Car Flash for more expert reviews just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay fast, stay informed.